Hello everyone, Backups. Welcome to a video. It's been a while that I've done this since my main channel is only based on storytelling, on animations and all that, but yeah, this is gonna be uploaded on my second channel. So yeah. So today I gotta talk to you about the builds I gotta use, the main story build I'm using right now, why I'm deciding to use it, and a little bit on why I decided to stop playing the meta a little bit here and there. So, yeah, go straight into. So, first and first, this is the main build. This is the very. This is the build that I'm using constantly. No matter what game mode, no matter if it's Trials of Osiris, Comp. Okay, maybe not Comp because I don't play that as much anymore. But yeah, this is the main build. This is the passion and everything. So I gotta go straight into it. So, and you can see I'm using Towering Barricade to block to for survivability, Catapult, Lift for movement speed, Frenzy Blade either for activating my ACDs or trying to move out of the way, Grapple Melee or just Grapple. Very explanatory, just grapple if you want to get out of a situation, or grapple directly to the situation. Try to get your ACD proc, or die trying. Then as for the aspect, one we got Into the Fray and Banner of War. Banner of War, if you get a melee kill, you'll proc Banner of War. The more people you kill, the more the time will go up. And the more stacks you have, the more healing you'll receive. And then here's the fragments. Thread of Fury, Thread of Generation, Thread of Warden, and Thread of Essence. You can pause the video if you read them. However, I'm not the person that explains things too well, if you know. So, like I said, this build is based around ACD Glaive. So, the thing is with ACDs, if you hit a lot of people with melee, you'll get armor charges, and if they melee you back, it will cause a huge arc explosion. So keep in mind, not everybody will melee you, even though you have a full stack of armor charges. That in mind, he can still kill you if you're not careful. But if it does, it will lead you to some funny bits. Alright, so let's move on to my second one. It'd be the Ergo Sum Stasis. So this one is very explanatory. Icefall Mantles, if grants you frost armor, and I heard it from YouTube, don't quote me on this, but the amount of armor frost that you still have cannot get 3 tap by hand cannon or two bursts on pulses right now. To be honest, I haven't noticed as much as I want to. I know I had to test it out some point here and there, but right now this is the main thing I'm gonna be also using in the future. But yeah, I've been using it here and there, just basically having is my main build to play as more often than the others. So yeah, this one is very experimentary. If you want to have your Icefall Mentals to proc even more, use a Rally Barricade, depending on the situation. Icefall Mentals is a gauntlet you have to play around with, but in my suggestion, use Shoddy and Hand Cannon. Don't be like me, because sometimes the situation that you'll be in, it's not the situation you'll like. As for the aspects, you got Technotic Harvest and Cryo Clasp. I'll go to a different build and I'll look to you why I gotta use that one. But at the meantime, it's gotta be a stasis. This is the Eagle Sun BMF stasis build. Whisper of Shards, Whisper of Rhyme, Whisper of Chains, and Whispers of Conduction. Again, and pause the video, read them, do whatever. But yeah. And then let's go this is the Paragrave melee build. Quote unquote. For this I'm using Tikus with SMG. This one is very experimentary, catapult, murder strike, of course, because of Paragrave. Full Invictus and Roaring Flames. Except instead of a Consecration. Got Emperor of Resolve, Emperor of Torches, Emperor of Wonder, and Ember of Solace. Again, these builds are... Again, if you want to play around with it, if you want to play with the weapons you want, consider it, like I said, consider it playing your own style. Don't play my style. This is just builds I want to play. That is off meta. Paragrave has never been meta as I heard lately, so that's why I'm having Paragrave in my arsenal. And then you have the two final warnings. This build is still incomplete. I'm waiting to get the what is it called? The glaive from Salvation's Edge, just for Titan Skating. And then this is the strand warning. With Lightning Rampant, you want to be in the air as much as you can, just to so people will either look in the air and try to shoot you down, but yet I'm not a good final warning player. This I will not consider to put on Better War. With this, you get somebody here and you manage to get it again, going against them, killed, go ahead. Explaining certain stuff for me, like really. But yeah, the fragrance doesn't really matter as much. I will play around with it, do a little bit of adjustment, and I'll come back to you once I figure it out. But yeah, I'm really considered to use that final warning on Warlocks because this is really strong on Warlock. And of course you got the PK build. No explanatory, just plain old PKs. Same thing as this one. This is just the first version of the build, of the main build, but that's not with fixed caliber. People will say, why did you not use Void with Excalibur? This is, if you don't know already, this is all off meta. Okay, so now for this one. Let's go directly into a private match. This one I have to say I really consider people using Slave Skate, the depending on your, like I said, playstyle. Not for everyone, like I said a bunch of times. It's just a somewhat of a build that I would call build because it's being copy paste. So yeah. Very simple. I don't play around with SMG any. I don't play SMGs anymore. I don't play hand cannons anymore or shotties. But I still have like 2 more builds that I want to show you. Game will like to look. I explained the other ones. There's a void build. The other one is a prismatic build. Let's go with the void one. So this is like basic meta. So everything's here: Bastion, control, demolition. Oh, okay, there. I'll talk it. So for Glaze Gate is really simple. All you have to do is slide, melee, spin, jump. Very simple. You'll do some crazy plays with it. So yeah, very explanatory to Glaze Skating and everything. But yeah, avoid build. Very simple. It's just better. Iggy with control them. Conditional finale. Yada, you know the drill. Then other ASCD builds, but also saw someone meta for prismatic. But it really depends on your playstyle. If you want to go meta, I really suggest using Void or Arc with Bolt Charge for Titans. Void for Hunters and everything. You know, the basic meta. But yeah, this is more of all these builds, more of meta, except for this one. These two are not relevant for PvP, just there for PvE. So yeah. So if you guys have seen the streams or stopped by here and there, you'll know that I'm not a good player. I am far from the greatest, I'm far from the best from my clan. I'm just here to piss people off. If you know what I mean, I'll link into the description of Unknowns. He's the leader of the clan and one of the best of meta players of the clan. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that will be all. Maybe I'll remove these two for more fuller builds in the near future, and I'll give you all the day on that. But anyway, the video's been long enough, and yeah, this is Dracops. This is the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.